Hello, and welcome to this Legal Futures webinar on the MLCO and MLRO roles explained. I'm Trevor Hellawell, and I have, although I am a solicitor, I've spent the bulk of my career on the training and consultancy circuit, and I've been discussing matters related to money laundering amongst a whole load of other things for about 20 odd years now, since the regime first came into force. And what I want to do in this particular webinar is I want to discuss the two roles which have been recently created of the money laundering compliance officer on the one hand and the old traditional money laundering reporting officer on the other. And ask the question, do we need a compliance officer in the first place? And if we do, then who should be the compliance officer? What's the role of the compliance officer? And how does that interrelate with the role of the reporting officer, which is a role with which we've been familiar for many a long year now? I want to look at the responsibilities of each of these roles on the assumption they're occupied by different people, but of course frequently in many firms they're occupied by the same person who just does everything anyway, and it doesn't really matter too much. But at the end of the webinar, I'm just going to mention some things which the SRA might be focusing on given their increased muscularity and their increased attention to such matters.